Okay.
Why would we talk about something that's never going to happen?
Tell me, what just happened this past weekend? What's your thoughts on, Terence Crawford beating Canelo Alvarez?
I've been told you Terence Crawford was my favorite fighter. I've been told y'all that.
I
And
remember.
people slept on me. They said all this bullshit when I told them Canelo was going to win. I mean, Canelo was going to lose.
I
Oh,
bet you
people
you
going
told your
crazy.
son, right? You told Floyd. I told you.
Yeah. And the whole world should know he's the only one in history to ever do that. He put himself up in history with the Sugar Ray Robinsons and all that. So he made our job a little harder because now we got to win 4 divisions for Floyd to be the greatest boxer of all time. So he just set the bar a little higher for us, but that's what he was supposed to do. And I love that. He did exactly what I thought he would do.
If they fought a rematch, do you feel like it would be different? Do you feel like, it wouldn't, he might go for the kill this time, or do you feel like, he tried to, but Canelo was too tough? I mean, what did you see in there?
I feel it would never be a rematch. That ain't even something to talk about. Canelo ain't getting back in that ring before. He not getting back in that ring. And man, I wish people could see past the smoke and mirrors though. But that ain't even my place to get into.
Nah,
But
you can't
I'm
do that
happy.
to us. You
But that's all
can't.
I have to
You
say is
can't do that to
I'm
us.
happy. Yo, boxing is something, brother. But I love it. I love it. But boxing is something behind the scenes.
Fill us in. Come on.
I can't feel y'all in on those things. Those things can't feel y'all in on those things. I don't feel like dealing with people, lawyers.
No.
Hell nah, we good. We good. We'll talk about that another day.
Oh,
But yo, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Just people gotta be careful. They gotta be wise. How you feel about the TKO thing and that guy who stood up asking about the Ali Act and all that other stuff?
I thought it was perfect that Sean Tatel did that because there was nobody really representing the fighters right there. They were just trying to
Right,
like
right.
not talk about it. Like if it was not trying to like how you not going to talk about that. And shout out to Sean Tatel for putting it out there and caring for the fighters. And
Okay, did he put out a petition? He put out a petition for everybody to sign? Because that's helping the fighters. It's one thing and I like he brought it up. He brought it right in front directly, but now that they petition for all fighters to sign, you didn't really help the fighters because now they got to go to Congress. Got to sign a petition, got to take it to your congressperson and make sure that they stand on not changing the act because that's who got to make the decision. So sometimes it's one thing to yell it, but it's another thing to know the actual steps. So now they got to do a petition and take it to the Congress people if they don't want that changed.
now you tell me how you felt about all these questions directed to Dana White and how Canelo Alvarez kind of G-checked Max Kellerman, letting them know that we don't need all this extra stuff. Boxing is still growing year by year, whether the UFC comes and helps us out or not.
I believe Kellerman was doing his job. He got paid to motivate people, and he was trying to motivate. He was trying to do the best he could do. And it is what it is. Everybody that come and think they're gonna make boxing bigger than boxing ever been. I mean, just look from in every phase. It could be in the '70s. It could be whatever. Everybody coming, oh, they're gonna make boxing bigger. Boxing was dying. You know that. Let me tell y'all, boxing will never die. Rome never gave up their gladiators. Y'all not nowhere else but in Rome. Y'all can look it up and find out for yourself. And one thing about Rome, they love their gladiators and they reward their gladiators. This is the only sport you could become a king. On this chessboard right now, you a pawn, young boxers, but this is the only thing where you could become a billionaire worth hundreds of millions. You could come from the hood, the projects with no education. So some people making hundreds of millions of dollars or 50 million a fight. I'm telling you. So they want to make everything. When Floyd did it, Floyd exposed more than how to make it. He also exposed that avenue was open. So people don't want people making 300 million a fight. Now they want to put a cap, a ceiling, and everybody running behind because people don't know war. They don't understand when Christopher Columbus came here, he came with gifts too. And everybody, oh yeah, he come with these gifts. The next thing they know, they dead. The whole shit dead. Everything with war, the Trojan horse came, they gave with the Trojan horse gifts, then dead. So now people look at it money and they don't see what's ahead of them. And they better wake the hell up. They contractors right now. You can set the price you want to make for your fights. You sign to the wrong people, you done. They changed that Ali Act. It ain't no more me and Jay Prince. You won't have no legal representation, no matter, no nothing. But they say you have to do once you sign the contract. So people gotta wake up. It ain't all about money no more. It ain't about money no more in this world. But it is what it is. That's the only feel I got for them. They better wake the hell up. But on our side, we good. I feel like you remember what's his goddamn name? Suge Knight when he was in the
I
Soul
knew you
Train
were about to
Awards.
say that.
If you don't want motherfuckers dancing in your videos, all of y'all, come to that side where we at. I'm telling y'all, our side
Come to
is
death
good
row.
with Oscar. It's for real. I'm not saying their side ain't good, so I don't want people running. I'm not saying I don't know what's up with their side. All I'm saying, our side is amazing. It is amazing. So, and it's no cap on what you can make. If you want to make $1 million a fight, you put in that work. Oscar gonna make sure you're making $1 million a fight because he was a fighter. So they understand what you're going through. Other people don't know what you're going through. They was born into money, got lucky into money, and they got money to wait. They don't know shit about the grind you're going through. So they would never respect you. Dana White never was no boxer. He never had to go through that. Neither, in all due respect to Your Excellency, Mr. Turkey, he never went through no boxing stuff. He's a fan. So who's gonna be able to really regulate for y'all? What promotional company? Do y'all know Bernard Hopkins was one of the ones that pushed for the Ali Act to get put in? So I'm happy with the side that I'm on. They the ones fighting for fighters. So anyway, sorry for the ramble. But
Nah, that's what we're here
the
for.
boxers need to know that. They need to know it.
Yeah, and what's your thoughts on this week's Clapback Thursdays with Oscar?
Oscar's always funny. Oscar always have his business with them. I try not to get an Oscar clapbacks because Oscar sometimes get disrespectful with it. He can get disrespectful to them, but it is what it is. They got something personal, him and Canelo, and they got something deeper than we know.